Welcome back, you gorgeous weirdos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so glad you're here. If you're new here, welcome. Hi, hello, I'm Marlakris. So it is Prime Day, and Model Ones, again, does not disappoint with the Prime Day deals. They sent me over so many fun things to play around with and share with you guys. And of course, there are going to be huge discounts on Amazon for Prime Day. All of the details will be listed and linked down below in the description box. But we're going to do a super fun, super beachy cat eye type manicure today. And oh my gosh, holy smokes, y'all. This might be one of my favorite sets that I've ever done. I can't wait for you guys to see this. It came out so stinking cute. Like cat eye meets beaches, and I'm here for it. But can we talk about these tips for a minute? Not only are the sizes labeled on them, they have half sizes. What? I don't know if I've ever seen this before, but I'm so glad Model Ones is doing this now, because sometimes something's too big, something's too small. You need a Goldilocks moment where the size is just right. Get your minds out of the gutter, kids. And Model Ones, yet again, delivers with the half sizes on some of these nail tips. Can you even? So I'm going to go ahead and size out my extensions, get everything ready to go, and then we're going to get into the design portion of the video, and I'm so excited for it. Quick note about press-ons or even just extensions. If you're doing extensions, gluing them on and then doing nail art over them, you want to make sure your extensions are fitting your nail from sidewall to sidewall. If they are too big or too small, you're going to risk them either not staying on your nail, they may pop off, or moisture can get underneath there and cause greenies on your nails, and that's just not fun. So you want to make sure you're sizing them correctly to your nails so they're fitting without you having to press down and put too much pressure on them. That is how I size my nails, and I, thus far, have not had an issue with moisture or pop-offs or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything sized out. Then I'm going to go ahead and throw a nude over all of the tips. I just find, for me, that's what I like, because sometimes when you're doing cat eye over a clear nail, you need a little opacity behind that, right? So I'm going to throw a nude on, but before I do that, I am going to use this 3-in-1 dehydrator and primer and nail treatment. And this, I think, is a new product. Literally obsessed, especially for press-ons. Yes, I've tried it on my natural nails, and it does dry with like a tackiness to it, which is amazing for a primer. So I'm going to go ahead and prime up these nail extensions. I did give them a gentle buff over top. This will just give me extra security that the gel polish I'm putting over it sticks. An added measure you can take also is a gel base coat. I let the primer dry down. The primer you do not have to cure. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw on the gel base coat, and then I'm going to cure that for 30 seconds. While those are cooking, I wanted to show you some of the stuff Model One sent over, and they sent over a bunch, but I wanted to show you the new labels on these. So some of them just give you the numbers, but some of them say cat eye, which I'm so grateful for. I'm so glad we're starting to put labels on these things, because I never really know. And if you've never played around with cat eye before, this is your chance to really get involved with cat eye. It is so much fun. It makes such a statement on your nails. It's just a little added interest, and you're going to see it all in action. I'm going to use these two colors only for this whole manicure, but wait till you see how amazing these come out. I know I'm tooting my own horn. Toot toot. I don't care. I'm obsessed. Anyways, as mentioned, I'm going to go off camera real quick, throw on just a nude base, and then we're getting into nail art. So the first thing that I decided I wanted to do is, I don't even know what you want to call it. It's kind of like I don't know if it's like a mirror type thing or like a gemstone that's framed. I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to start off with this beautiful bluish, like sea blue cat eye. And we're going to do kind of like a circle in the middle. If you are not good at drawing circles or ovals, make an X. Just make an X in the middle of a nail wherever you want it, and then connect all the points of those lines. Easiest way I have found to make anything round on a nail. So I'm going to go ahead and make a round ovally pile of cat eye in the center of this nail. I'm going to get my little cat eye magnet. All of these gel polish sets from Model 1s come with a cat eye magnet, and you don't need anything crazy. You don't need to go out and invest in other crazy magnet contraptions. You really don't. I mean, can you use them? If you want to, you can, but I don't find that I have ever needed a cat eye magnet for anything. So I'm going to use the one that came in this kit. And I'm just going to go on all sides of this oval in the center of the nail and force all of the magnetic particles to the center. And wait till you see the way that this shifts when you move it side to side and up and down. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen ever when it comes to nail stuff. It just makes such a statement on the nail. And we're going to frame it with some gold chrome here in a minute. But look at how effective this magnet is on these cat eyes. Look at that. I cannot. It takes my breath away, leaves me speechless. I'm literally obsessed. I'm going to go ahead, as soon as I am happy with the way the cat eye looks, I'm going to cure it. I'm going to frame it in gold. And all I'm using for that is some clear builder gel that Model 1's also sent over. I like builder gel for this kind of thing only because I find it's just a little bit thicker, easier to work with. You can still cure it the same exact way. Oh, I should note that before I frame this with the builder gel, I am going in with a matte gel top coat. I don't want chrome everywhere. I just want it on the builder gel I'm going to put down. So I did a matte gel top coat, cured that for a full minute. Now we're going in with the builder gel, and I'm going to take a liner brush and just frame that cat eye oval. I'm going to cure it for about 20 seconds, and then I'll rub some chrome on it, and that will be the end of nail number 1. So nail number 2 is going to get kind of a split design. The edge of the nail, I don't know if it's the top or the bottom, depending on your perspective, I suppose. The tip of the nail is going to get this gorgeous sandy type color, and we're going to cat eye this and then cure it for 30 seconds. Once I have this done, I'm going to flip the nail over, and then towards the back of the nail, by the cuticle line, we're going to do that same oceany blue type cat eye, and then we're going to cat eye that and cure that for 30 seconds. I'm going for kind of a water meets sand kind of look with this one. And I'm going to throw a little white starfish on it. It's just the cutest, most precious thing in the whole wide world. So that's going to be nail number 2. And if you've never seen the starfish done, it is so super simple. Wait till you see how easy this is. I mean, it's if you can do a star, you're fine. If you don't know how to do stars or you cannot do stars, that's also fine because this is way less complicated than trying to do a whole star. I promise you, you can do this. So before we get into the starfish, I did want to add a little bit of detail. So I'm going in with the white gel polish and the liner brush, and I'm just going to kind of blur it out with a little bit of alcohol and make that white, like ocean foamy type look. That's it, but you definitely want to cure after you're done blurring out this line with a little bit of alcohol because it's still uncured gel. So we're going to cure that for 30 seconds. Now let's get into the starfish. I'm going to start with that same white gel polish and a dotting tool, and I'm going to start with a dot. That's it. Now I'm going to take that same liner brush and the white gel polish again, and I'm going to extend that dot out into 5 points. And that's literally it. I like this to be a little bit fatter, like towards the dot in the center, and then kind of skinny out as the, what do they call them? Arms? Are they arms of a starfish? I don't know. As they go out, they get a little bit skinnier, but you want to keep them relatively thin towards the outer edges, and that's literally it. If you want to get detailed and add a couple of those little dots in the center, you can add the dots if you want to. I was in the mood to just leave well enough alone. I felt like the cat eye in the background was enough interest, and I wanted that contrast between the high shine of the cat eye and kind of the matte look of the white, the flat white, if you will. So I'm going to leave it just as it is, and then we're going to move on to nail number 3. Nail number 3 is going to be just a basic Frenchie with cat eye. Now, I know there are so many different ways to do Frenchies. This is the way I am doing a Frenchie. I put a little line down at the tip of the nail in the center, and then I make 2 curved lines from the outer edges down to the top of that little line in the center. That's usually how I can get my Frenchies centered. If you want to freehand your Frenchie, go for it. If you do your Frenchies a totally different way, that's okay too. There's no wrong way to make a Frenchie as long as you are happy with it. So once I have my lines done and this completely filled in, I'm going to go ahead again with the magnet and get that cat eye the same exact way, just all the magnetic particles directed towards the center. So it's got that nice shift when you move it back and forth. Once I have it the way I want it, I'm going to cure it for 30 seconds and move on to nail number 4. So nails number 4 and 5 are going to be the same. I like my pinky and my thumb to kind of match. And for these, I'm going to do a marble using those 2 cat eye colors and the white. So basically what I'm going to do on my palette here, and you don't need a palette, you can use literally anything, a Tupperware lid, a paper plate, a plastic baggie, whatever you have handy. And I'm going to line up these 3 colors, one right next to another or one on top of the other, I don't know. And then I'm going to take my dotting tool or an orange wood stick and very gently swirl them a little bit. You don't want to over mix this because then the colors can kind of blend together, and I want to see the separated colors. Once I have that done, I'm going to throw on some of the Model 1's blooming gel because this will help those colors kind of spread and bloom. And then I'm going to take that liner brush, scoop up a little bit of this swirly goodness, and just start putting it down on the nail. I like to do this very, I don't know, structured, but you can do this in any way, shape, or form you see fit. Just get it on the nail. You can let it sit and bloom and blossom for a few seconds, but once it is the way that you like it, you're going to want to cure it immediately. Same as the cat eye. Otherwise, it will disperse and change and maybe not be the way you like it so much. So cure it as soon as you are done. So here is what the completed set looks like just with the polish on. It does need a top coat, and I had deliberated for a minute on whether I wanted to keep these matte or make them glossy, and at the end of the day, glossy won. So I'm going to get my glossy top coat on. I'm going to go ahead and get these installed, and then you'll see the finished look. So here is the finished look. I could not be more obsessed. These came out so gorgeous. Look at that shift on that cat eye. Can you even? I hope you guys absolutely love this video. I hope you run, don't walk, run to Amazon and grab all the Prime Day goodies from Model 1s. Again, everything will be linked down below. Thank you guys for spending some of your day with me today. Thank you to Model 1s for continuing to support my channel and sponsoring content and sending me all these goodies to play with. I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you, bye.